This is Sandra Rosa, and you're watching the NWA Kid Podcast.
The NWA Kid Podcast. Be sure to subscribe.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the NWA Kid Podcast here at Dr. Something or Other. And sorry we haven't been posting. Haven't posted. It was a crazy week.
Yeah, you had a big project due for school, right?
Yeah, like the science astronomy thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were just really working on that because I didn't really wait till last minute, but I just wanted to do final touches, make it look better, and so we kind of just focused on school for this weekend. So sorry about the delay with posting, but I'm really excited to post. So, yeah. So, the first match, Zicky Dice and Ricky Starks.
That was a great match to start off.
I know. I'm so happy.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, instead of the fanny pack, he'll be wearing the, belt.
Mm-hmm.
Not that belt, but, a belt. Trying to look for the word.
The TV title, yep.
Yeah, TV title belt. Now, both Ricky Starks and Zicky Dice were very concentrated on that match, and Ricky Starks, he was going full force, and so was Zicky, but I think Ricky wasted no time.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't standing there he didn't waste time. He just kept going and going because I think if he knew that if he wasted time, Zicky Dice would you know when you're on the floor panting, trying to catch your breath.
Yeah.
I think if Ricky Starks just stood there and tried to waste time, Zicky would have still. Oh my gosh, I keep getting their names mixed up. Zicky would have been able to catch his breath and then go back full force.
Yeah.
So I think Ricky knew that Zicky could catch his breath probably quick and could just keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
So I think Ricky knew he had no time to waste at all.
Yeah, I think it was a very tough match. They were two great competitors, and like you said, I think it came down to stamina. But Zicky Dice was able just to pull it out, and I was shocked to see that happen because Ricky Starks hasn't had the belt for long, so that happened pretty quickly. That we have Zicky Dice as the new television champion.
Yeah. Now, I don't really think it was that surprising that Zicky won because I believe he could have won every single time.
Oh,
just about stamina.
Okay.
Really.
So who do you think had more stamina in this match?
Well, it went back and forth, to be honest, because, both men were, breathing, and they both had to catch their breaths out multiple times.
Oh, yeah,
when,
yeah.
Zicky went boom, and then Ricky went boom. So, yeah, and I don't know if certainly the people are happy with it, because I've noticed lately, not every person with the title, but a lot of people with the titles, whenever they come out, they've been booed at.
Ah, okay.
And even
who have you noticed that with?
Nick Aldis.
Uh-huh.
Well, okay, so I don't know if this really counts for Zicky, because when he came out, he was being booed at. But then when he won, everybody was cheering.
Yeah,
so it's confusing. I think not everybody, but I think some people changed their minds. But, they won! Okay, now I like them.
Yeah.
Maybe some people will just like people off the titles because they think, oh, look, it's almighty and powerful. They are almighty and powerful, and really just that. I don't go like that. I stick with one, not really stick with one person, but, I stick with the people who I like, even if they win or lose.
Mm-hmm. And that's the right way to do it.
Yeah.
You don't want to jump on the bandwagon, as it's called, where, somebody's a champion now. Well, I never liked him, but now I do because he's a champion. Same thing happens with sports all the time. People, they want to go to sports teams.
Because now, let's say, you're my favorite wrestler. Oh, you lost that match to so-and-so and they got the belt. Oh, I'm gonna backstab you now and like the other person.
Exactly.
Like, I don't think everybody does that. It just sounds like that sometimes because...
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's people in the studio who are not like that.
Mhm.
There's a lot of people not like that, but there are people like that. Because I just find that a little confusing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, who do you like?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got next?
Aaron Stevens and the question mark.
We know Aaron Stevens your mother has a big problem with Aaron Stevens.
If you saw her post, she was like, learn how to tie your goddamn belt.
Yes. She's very upset that he doesn't know how to tie his belt the right way.
Yeah. But, I mean, I will post a video on how to tie your belt correctly.
We could do that, sure.
Yeah. My belt, it's in the car, I think.
We'll get it, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get it, and we'll post it we'll do it live on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, I think when Aaron Stevens and question mark came out, I know Aaron wanted something.
Mm-hmm.
And it came, and no surprise, he did. So, he wants to wrestle the Rock and Roll Express and to, like, practice, I think.
Well, I thought he was very disrespectful to the Rock and Roll Express. They're
God.
legends, and the way he spoke about them, and then he tried to cover it up and say it was different things, but we know what he meant.
Because he said, well, I think you want to do this and this because God knows you only have that time left. And everybody was like, ooh, I mean the segment. No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Do you believe him? Do you think he was telling the truth? Or do you think he was just kind of trying conveniently
He was trying
to use...
Like, let's say you get something wrong. You try to cover it up. That's what he was doing.
Okay.
I mean, I find that disrespectful, especially to, like, older people when you say, God, like, you have this blah, blah, blah time left. And, like, well, thanks.
Yeah, but, he made it sound like, we know what he made it sound like, and then he tried to cover it up, yeah.
Yeah. So I really thought that was extremely disrespectful.
I agree.
And I'm glad Rock and Roll Express did not take his, like, thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was like, oh, you let me practice on, you, and I'll let you be in one of my movies.
Mm-hmm.
He makes movies.
Movies.
Probably, like, his YouTube videos. If he even has a channel. So, the Dawsons versus Caleb Conley and C.W. Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
It was for a contract.
Yep.
Now, Caleb Conley and C.W. Anderson are really good at wrestling.
And I know you talked about in one of our last videos, Caleb Conley being one of the breakout stars that we've seen, who is somebody that we've never seen before, obviously, till this, but now that we've seen him, he actually has a lot of good wrestling ability and a lot of good wrestling knowledge when we see him in the ring. Yeah.
And C.W. Anderson,
mm-hmm.
What do you think of him?
Well, I think along with Caleb Conley, they're a great tag team. I think he...
I think they go together well.
Agreed. And I think he has a lot of strong wrestling ability, a lot of good technical wrestling ability that he brings to the ring. Yeah, a lot of potential, yeah. And
the Dawsons, they've been since, like, day one.
Mm-hmm.
As they said. And so, does that mean they have to leave since they didn't win?
I believe so.
Oh. So they haven't had a contract?
I believe the Dawsons have been fired. They're gone. That's it.
So, did they have a contract, or were they just there? Or did it, like, expire?
I believe they were there, and now that they didn't win this match, they've...
Oh, so they never had a contract?
They've lost their time in NWA now, and they're gone. It's over.
So, do contracts expire and you have to do a match again to see? Like, two people, let's say that both...
It all depends on the contract, how the contract's written. Every contract could be different.
Oh, it's like...
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that... No, let's just say no names or whatever. Like, this person has a title. Will they stay there? Will they let's say their contract comes out of time,
Mhm.
do they have to stay, or like do they have to do a match for the title, and if they lose, they have to go?
Well, it all depends on what their contract says, and if their time is up, usually they talk and decide, if they're going to stay or what they're going to do, if they're going to drop the title or what's going to happen.
Oh, so they can give the title to someone?
Mm-hmm.
So they can just hand it over?
No, they can't hand it over. There's got to be usually a match
Between them?
or they'll lose or something will happen.
Yeah. Cause
Let's not kill kayfabe here, though, kiddo.
Oh, it's kayfabe.
Kayfabe is like wrestling and
The
like,
vibes?
the vibes, and exactly, and like what they do in the ring.
Okay. I was just confused.
Yeah, don't kill kayfabe.
Okay. So, unfortunately, the Dawsons might not be back.
Yeah.
But I do have a prediction.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to come back somehow.
Okay.
And maybe not the same might not be NWA, it might be like ROH or WWE or something. But they might make another appearance somewhere.
Okay.
I think.
So you think the Dawsons will be back?
Yes.
Okay.
It might not be NWA, but who knows?
Okay.
So, May and Sal Bernardo?
Yes. And I know how you feel about May.
I love her.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I like all the female wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Girl power.
But I know you really love May and Thunder Rosa, right?
Yeah. So, I'm a little confused. Still deciding between, is Sal trying to take May, or are they just really, really close friends?
Well, they say they're BFFs, but Royce got a little aggressive at the end of that segment.
Was Royce jealous?
I don't know. He looked like he was going to break Sal's other arm.
Yeah, because he put his foot on the staircase thing, and then he was going to take his other foot and stomp on his arm.
Yeah, yeah.
And then May was screaming at him.
Exactly, yeah.
Now, I don't know if Sal. I don't know. I think he's a nice guy.
I agree,
So
and I think he's a good wrestler too.
Yeah, I've never actually seen his match.
Yes, you have. You've seen him wrestle. Yes, you have.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't really know what's happening.
Yeah. Well, I think that's kind of the mystery, and I think Royce thinks that there's more there than them being BFFs. But who knows? But I think, May,
And May's faith.
What?
May is, whatever the word is.
Faithful?
Yeah.
Okay. So you think there's nothing going on here, she just has a friend, and Royce is taking it out of context.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of females have male friends.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that are close. So Sal said his arm break, his arm break was a lucky break.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to look at it like happy or like the good side.
Yeah.
Because he might have never met May. He might have never been able to help her with her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he loves to help with her lingerie lines and with
That's
her
right. Yeah,
video
she has a
editing.
new lingerie line coming out. Yes.
Yeah.
Which I let your mother explain to you what that is. That wasn't me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I think there's nothing really going on.
Yeah.
Roy, there's I don't know if Royce is overprotective boyfriend or something, but I honestly would get that.
Okay.
But I don't think anything's going on.
So I understand being overprotective, but there's nothing to say that anything's happened. So, why does he want to?
There's no
threaten to break somebody's arm over that. I mean, you want to be overprotective, but you don't go around doing that.
There's there's probably no there's no evidence that they did anything.
Exactly.
If not, I think Royce would have exposed Sal.
Yeah. Agreed. All right. So what do you got next there, kid?
Camille is going to supposedly speak next week.
Yes, we might hear her talk for the first time.
Yeah. Now, when May said that, Sal was like, May was like, when she speaks business, and then Sal was like, strictly business.
Yeah, he threw the plug in there. Yep.
And Yeah. Oh. Runny nose. So, yeah. I want to hear Camille speak.
Yeah, I think we all do.
Yeah.
Especially Joe Galley.
Yeah. Because Tom Latimer was like, come here, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And he went for, I think, no. Tom was like, and then he went like.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
So, I think everybody's excited for Camille to speak.
Yes.
But the big question is, what is she going to say?
We'll have to see next week, right?
I hope it's like, hi, how are you doing? This is my voice.
No, I think it's going to be a little more than that.
Well, she's probably going to expose some people or something.
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
So, Eli Drake versus the Bouncers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Bouncers, wow.
Yeah.
Like,
well, they're big guys. We know that.
Yeah, they have like a combined weight of like 700 or something.
Yeah, and we talked
600.
about them last time. Yeah.
And then, Pope.
Yep.
So, Cowboy James Storm and Eli Drake, they ended up winning. Now, I don't know if that's surprising or not, because, I mean, they're extremely good wrestlers, but, to be honest, the Bouncers are, like, huge to, like,
yep.
It was so like, I don't know how to say it, because, like, it wasn't surprising, but it was amazing how Cowboy James Storm got out of, the pin,
Mm-hmm.
Of one of the Bouncers. And, that is hard,
Mm-hmm.
I suppose.
Yeah, well, for guys that big, yeah, it's hard to kick out, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, that was, like, actually, like, one of the best highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just him, like, yay, I'm free.
Yeah.
So, they were, like, really beating the bouncers up. Like, they were going full force.
Yeah. Yep.
And then Eddie Kingston, they were accompanied by Eddie Kingston.
Yes, who we know has an issue with the Pope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when they won, he got into the ring and was like, Pope, come on.
He drew the line in the sand. He said, listen, here's the line. Let's go, Pope. And we thought for a second the Pope was going to get in there, right?
Yeah, because he took his glasses off. He took his thing off. And then he was like, give me my glasses back.
Yep.
So I think, I don't know.
Do you think the Pope chickened out?
Yeah, but the thing is, you said like he was a great wrestler, and he's very...
Yeah, he's a tough guy. I remember seeing him years ago, yeah.
Yeah. Now, personally, I've never seen his match, because I'm new to NWA, kind of.
Well, this was before he was in another organization.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Has he ever wrestled in NWA?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Oh. Maybe he's like one of those company, like a company, like he accompanies people.
Yeah.
Like
Well, right now, but I think we'll see him wrestle.
Yeah. Like, I've never seen a match of Camille.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she accompanies Strictly Business.
Yeah, but she'll be in.
May.
We'll see her soon. Yeah.
I want to see her, Thunder Rosa, and May.
Yep.
In a tag team alliance.
I think that'd be great, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
like
because
5 minutes in the ring.
Because we know Danny Deals was pretending to be Mama Storm.
Yeah.
Yep, which was really disrespectful.
Mm-hmm. Stupid lawnmower. So Tim Storm has to be who? I forgot. Tim Storm has to be another wrestler to get 5 minutes with Danny Deals.
Yep.
So I hope Tim Storm wins that match, because that was extremely disrespectful.
Yeah, and he needs to get in the ring with Danny Deals and set him straight.
Yeah. Because I remember Danny Deals making like those bunch of like those not promotions,
commercials.
Yeah, commercials like within the actual thing.
Exactly. Yep.
He was like, and it was like this bookstore DVD CV.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
Danny Deals, Best Buy.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think that's it for this week, right?
Yep.
That's everything we have.
Yeah.
Real quickly, shout out to everybody who was concerned about her. Like she said, she had a big project this week. She was worried about, she was working on that most of the week for school, so that's why this video is a little late. But thank you so much for your concern. Also, if you get a second, I have my sweatshirt on here. This is the Coast Guard Tactical Law Enforcement Agency. My brothers and sisters in the Coast Guard at the Law Enforcement Agency, they do a lot of great stuff to help out Coast Guard members who are in need or who are deployed or different things like that. So if you get a chance, make sure you check them out, and they do a lot of great stuff to help out my brothers and sisters in the Coast Guard.
Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this week's video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye-bye!